Have you ever thought about what makes some people rich from nothing and others unhappy with their money year after year? It's not enough to just make money. You need to know the secret rules that can turn even the smallest amount of money into long-term wealth. We're going to show you the hidden truth about money and how you can start making money right away. Are you ready to find out the secrets that could make or break your money? In the past few years, the car industry has gone through a huge change, switching from traditional combustion engines to EVs. This is because the world needs more environmentally friendly ways to get around. Mercedes-Benz, a brand that is known for luxury, creativity, and cutting-edge technology, is one of the automakers leading the way into the electric future. Ola Källenius, CEO of Mercedes-Benz, recently said that the company wants to double its sales of EVs around the world by the end of this year. This big goal not only shows how committed Mercedes-Benz is to the switch to electric power, but it also shows the bigger trends and problems facing the EV market right now. What electric vehicles are like right now? Electrified cars are no longer a small part of the auto business. As governments around the world tighten emission standards and offer benefits for people to buy electric vehicles, EVs, automakers are rushing to make and sell new models that will appeal to a growing number of people who care about the environment. Because of this, the world market for electric vehicles, EVs, has grown very quickly, and big car companies like Tesla, Volkswagen, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz are all competing for market share. Because the market is so competitive, Mercedes-Benz has slowly put more emphasis on electric vehicles. The company's Ambition 2039 plan has the lofty goal of making all new passenger cars carbon neutral by 2039. So the company not only wants to get rid of internal combustion engines, ICE, over time, but it also wants to cut down on emissions in all parts of its value chain, such as its manufacturing processes and supply networks. This year's plan of doubling EV sales is a very important step toward that goal. A quick look at Mercedes-Benz electric lineup. Mercedes-Benz electric goals are centered on its growing selection of EVs, which are made to appeal to a wide range of customers, from those looking for high-end sedans to those looking for SUVs that are good for families. Since 2024, the company has made a number of important electric cars, such as EQS sedan. The EQS is Mercedes-Benz's most luxurious and powerful electric car, and it also has a long range, which makes it a top prospect in the high-end EV market. With its sleek form and cutting-edge technology, the EQS is an electric alternative for people who want to buy an S-Class, EQE sedan, and SUV. These models are a little lower than the EQS and are a good mix of luxury and cost. The EQE is aimed at a wider audience because it comes in both car and SUV styles. It has many of the same features as the EQS but costs less. EQA and EQB. These smaller electric SUVs are part of Mercedes-Benz's plan to make EVs more accessible to a wider range of people. The EQA and EQB are great for people who want small electric cars that are easy to park in cities while still getting the luxury and high-tech features that come with the Mercedes-Benz name. The EQV is the only electric van of its kind, and it's made for families and businesses that care about the environment without giving up room or comfort. Mercedes-Benz has also been working on new ideas to add more EVs to its lineup. For example, the company wants to make electric versions of its famous G-Class off-roader and add more models to its EQ line. The company is getting ready to meet the growing demand for zero-emission cars around the world by stepping up production of electric vehicles and providing a wide range of electric options. CEO Ola Källenius' plan to double sales of electric vehicles. Ola Källenius, CEO of Mercedes-Benz, said in a recent interview that he was sure the company would be able to double its global EV sales by the end of the year. The big goal fits with the longer-term plan of the company, but to reach it, many problems will need to be solved, some inside the company and some outside. Källenius stressed that the company's dedication to energy goes beyond just meeting government requirements. Instead, Mercedes-Benz sees the switch to electric vehicles, EVs, as a major shift in the car industry that will help it lead in both innovation and sustainability. But Källenius said that even though the need for EVs is rising, there are still big problems that make it hard for most people to buy them. Some of the most important ones are charging infrastructure, battery technology, and making sure that prices are reasonable. Mercedes-Benz is working on a number of fronts to make sure that its EVs continue to be appealing and easy for customers all over the world to reach. Why selling twice as many EVs would change everything? In just 1 year, Mercedes-Benz could double the number of electric vehicles sold around the world. If they can do it, it would have a huge effect on the company and the industry as a whole. Here are some important reasons why this goal is important. Market leadership. Mercedes-Benz wants to show that it is one of the best companies in the world for making expensive electric vehicles. If the business doubled its sales, it would not only get a bigger share of the electric luxury market, but it would also be able to compete with Tesla, BMW, and Audi. Brand perception. Mercedes-Benz has been trying to change its image so that it is seen as a leader in electric mobility. In the past, it was known for making high-end cars with combustion engines. A big rise in EV sales, especially among younger buyers who care about the environment, would help speed up this change. If Mercedes-Benz doubled the number of electric vehicles it sold, it would be able to get bigger economies of scale. This would lower the cost of making its EVs and make them more competitive in terms of price. This is very important in places where price is still a big reason why people don't buy EVs. Effects on the environment. In a wider sense, Mercedes-Benz's ability to double EV sales would be good for the environment. One of the biggest sources of world emissions comes from transportation. The company can help lower the carbon footprint of both personal and business transportation by putting more EVs on the road. Challenges to increasing EV sales by 2 times. The goal of selling twice as many EVs is a big one, and it will not be easy to reach. Some of the biggest problems Mercedes-Benz will have to deal with to reach this goal are: building charging stations is one of the biggest problems that needs to be solved before EVs can become popular. Even though both the government and private companies are working to grow charging networks, there are still not enough charging stations in many places, especially rural areas, to support widespread EV use. The range and charging time of the battery are 2 of the most important things that people think about when they buy an EV. Mercedes-Benz has made progress in making long-range electric vehicles, EVs, like the EQS, but battery technology needs to keep getting better to meet the needs of more customers. In the past few years, the global supply chain has been under a lot of stress. The car industry is no different. EV output has been slowed down by a lack of important parts, such as semiconductors and battery materials. To meet its sales goals, Mercedes-Benz will have to figure out how to deal with these supply chain problems. Even though the number of people wanting EVs is growing, many people can't afford to buy one. Mercedes-Benz is known for charging high prices for its high-end cars. It will have to make its electric cars more cheap, while still keeping the high-end features and quality that the company is known for. Many people who want to buy an electric car still don't know what the benefits are or are worried about how practical it is to own one. To address these worries and get more people to switch, Mercedes-Benz will have to spend money on marketing and education efforts. What's next for Mercedes-Benz and the EV game? Mercedes-Benz wants to double the number of electric vehicles sold around the world this year. This is a big goal, but it fits with the general direction of the auto business. As governments around the world keep putting in place stricter rules on emissions, and as people become more concerned about the environment, the demand for electric cars will only grow. To reach this goal, Mercedes-Benz will need to come up with new technologies, form strategic relationships, and work hard to remove the obstacles that are stopping a lot of people from buying electric vehicles. Putting money into battery technology, filling stations, and environmental projects is a good move by the company. Mercedes-Benz isn't the only company in this race either. Electric vehicle, EV, goals are being pushed by competitors like Tesla, Volkswagen, and General Motors. In the future, electric vehicles will be the standard instead of the exception. Because of this, the EV market is likely to become more competitive, which should lead to more new ideas, better goods, and lower prices for customers. Finally, Mercedes-Benz's goal to sell twice as many electric vehicles, EVs, around the world by the end of this year is both ambitious and important. As the company keeps putting money into electric vehicles and pursuing its long-term sustainability goals, it shapes the future of the auto business. It doesn't matter if Mercedes-Benz meets its sales goal or not, the company is clearly committed to the electric change, and it plays a key role in paving the way for a greener, more sustainable future. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest tips to build wealth and achieve your financial goals. Join our community and take control of your financial future today.